After the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Carolina Panthers just this past Sunday, and the Steelers wide receivers went off, cornerback for the Carolina Panthers, Keith Taylor, called out the Steelers wide receivers. So, before you get more into this video, subscribe to the channel down below if you like Steelers content, analysis, and reports. Like the video, turn on post notifications for this channel as well down below so you don't miss it on the next Steelers video, and let's get back into it. So, the Steelers wide receivers absolutely dominated the Panthers cornerbacks. Diontae Johnson had his best game of the season, and George Pickens also had quite a good game. So, Diontae Johnson put up 10 receptions for 98 yards. That's 9.8 a pop. And also, George Pickens, he had a huge catch along the sideline where he mossed a guy, but he ended up with 2 receptions for 53 yards, 26.5 a pop. So, after the game, cornerback for the Panthers, Keith Taylor, had this to say about the Steelers wide receivers. I don't think they really that much of a hard assignment. What he said there is kind of contradictory because the Steelers wide receivers, Diontae Johnson at least, had his best game of the season, and if you go watch back the tape, Diontae Johnson was open on basically every single route, absolutely dominating the cornerbacks for the Panthers. And also, if you watch the game, Keith Taylor probably had his worst game of the season, and he also admitted that he had his worst game of the season after the game. Also, Keith Taylor said that it's more on him and him needing to play better than what the Steelers wide receivers actually did. But if you go look at the numbers, last time I checked, Diontae Johnson was top 5 in the league in wide receivers of getting open during a play. So the fact that Diontae Johnson was open every single play and he dominated the Panthers, having his best game of the season, really speaks volumes to what the cornerback said. It just doesn't make sense why the quarterback would say they're not hard assignments. Also, George Pickens, he mossed a guy. He absolutely high-pointed the ball, didn't bring it back down, and had a huge catch and switched the momentum of the game. And the Steelers, they had dominating drives that lasted 10 plus minutes. Their best game of the season, from what I saw in terms of time of possession and being able to control the game. So the Steelers had their best game of the season, but after the game the cornerback said this, it just doesn't make sense. If the cornerback for the Panthers said this, Keith Taylor, if he said this after a win, or even if he said this after a loss, or he shut down the wide receiver, but they just so happened to lose the game, it would make more sense. And you would be able to understand why he said it, and he's saying it out of a winning mentality. But now he's just saying it out of being salty because of the bad performance that he put out, and he wants to switch the narrative that was just based on him and not really based on how good the wide receivers for the Steelers are. So, if he said this after a win, it would make more sense, but him saying this right now, it just doesn't make sense. Diontae Johnson, hopefully he's able to continue this for the next game and the next games of the season because he's been playing pretty poorly. He still needs a touchdown because he's the highest targeted and highest receptions guy in the league that doesn't have a touchdown. So hopefully he's able to get one before the season ends. But let me know down in the comments below, how do you feel about these comments by Keith Taylor Jr., Panthers cornerback? Let me know what your thoughts on the game as well from this past Sunday. And I'll see you guys all later. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below if you like serious content, analysis, and reports. Like the video, turn on post notifications for this channel, and I'll see you guys all later. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.